You ask the questions, we're going to give the answers.
Okay.
G'day, this is Jen. I'm Ray.
And we're going to answer some questions for you. Very good. That's funny. Okay, off you go. Right. Do that again. G'day, this is my wife Jen.
I'm going to do it again. I've already done it once. Okay, here we go. Ready? Set. Ready? Go. G'day, this is Ray and this is my wife Jen. You've asked the questions and we're going to answer them.
Alright, so we often get a lot of questions sent our way on our Facebook page and Instagram and also on our YouTube channel. So we really appreciate your questions and we're going to do our best to answer a few of them today.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so if you haven't been here on our channel before, you might not know that we are parents of 16 children. So we actually have 16 biological children, 9 boys, 7 girls, and at the moment they're aged 30.
And here's one of interrupting us when we're taping.
We were talking, but now children are coming back inside.
Never a moment alone. It's impossible.
There's
it's
no
impossible to get any peace and quiet in this house. What do we miss out on? Peace and quiet. Whenever the kids ask what Dad wants for his birthday, he always says, peace and quiet, please.
And then we just bonding all day.
Yep, well if you'd just like to shut the door again and
Okay.
we'll get back to this.
Bye-bye, number
Curtain
14. Are you 14?
No, he's 12. He's
Number 12.
Number 12.
Bye, number 12. Oh, now the phone's ringing. Now the phone's ringing.
This
Can
isn't
you hear the
working out
phone
well.
ring in the background? Eventually we'll get there. You going to go answer that? There's never any peace in this house. Here she is, she's back.
Back from a phone call.
Okay, the phone stopped ringing now. Maybe we'll get to those questions. This is why it
Where
takes
were
so
we?
long. It takes so long to do questions.
Okay, well, as I was saying, we are the parents of 16 children.
Yes, 16. 16
Hang on, I can
children.
still hear people chatting in the background. Indoor voices, please. Can you talk quietly, but in my room there, please?
Whisper.
Thank you. Whisper. Right.
Maybe this time.
Take 47. Yes, so 16 biological children, 9 boys, 7 girls, and at the moment they're aged from 30 down to 6. Our baby just had her 6th birthday, so, you know,
They're growing up fast. Growing up really quick. Bit too quick.
Yeah, it's hard to take.
Yeah, but we enjoy it as they are growing.
Yep.
Oh, you're loving. Oh, we love each other. Come on.
We are also grandparents.
Yep.
So we have 3 grandbabies, 2 grandsons and a granddaughter who we absolutely adore. Grandparenting is just the best
Lots of fun.
ever.
Lots of
You
fun.
get all that baby snuggles and all that fun
Yep.
and then hand them back
Yep.
and you can get sleep. It's fantastic.
It's pretty hard to hand them back though.
This
Yes,
is true.
It is. We'd love them to stay, but parents keep wanting to take them back.
I know, right? So,
Okay.
but hopefully, you know, in the future we will get more grandbabies. There's no pressure on our kids to have a big family as well. We'll take whatever we can get. So, yeah. So loving that season as well. Which brings me to, we have a list of questions here that people have sent us. What was I just saying?
How much fun we have with our grandkids. And you were just about to get to that first question, but you've forgotten. It's popped out of your head.
It's
Refer
gone.
to your phone.
Okay.
Your phone will have the question on it.
There's somebody at the door again.
Yeah.
I can hear them.
Yeah. Little mice.
Ah,
They're little mice outside.
they come, they go, they go,
That's
they
okay.
come.
That's our house. Our house
I know.
has got a revolving door in it.
Here's the question.
You've worked out the question.
Yeah, that's it. Are we finished having children?
No. We would love more. We would love more. Even though the youngest is 6, we're open to more kids.
Yeah, and I mean, we've said this before when we've spoken to you folks that, you know, obviously age steps in, puts a stop to having babies at some point. But whilst everything's working okay, there's still a possibility. So we pray very hard that we would be blessed again, and if we don't, we're happy with what we have as well. Very open to having more children, but, you know.
If it happens, it happens.
And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And we're still okay.
Correct.
And I was also asked then, how many times have I been pregnant? So the answer to that is 23. So 23 times we've been blessed. Yep. 16 of those pregnancies have made it through to term, and we've been blessed with those children. And the other 7, we've lost those pregnancies. And yeah, they're our little angel babies, and we'll get to see them one day.
One day, yep.
But for now, you know, they're very much part of our family as well. The kids, you know, we've been very open with them about that and spoken about it. They've grieved with us through those times. But again, that's part of the journey of growing a family, is that the possibility of losing babies is also there. And if we hadn't lost those babies, I guess we wouldn't have the children that we actually have now.
That's
so,
correct.
you know, we have to keep that in mind, that, you know, we're very appreciative of the children that we do have.
Yep. Having babies and miscarriages, that's all a part of the process. Yeah.
A hard part.
Hard part of the process, but it is a part of the process. Yeah. No doubt.
Yep. And one that we've just taken on board. We've handled it. You know, it's been difficult at times, but especially when we've had consecutive losses in a row, that was very difficult. But I guess it just softens your heart to knowing what a gift children really are. So it's just part of the journey, isn't it?
Yep. So another question we've been asked is, how many of the kids are still at home? And this can vary from time to time.
They come, they go, they come again.
The house grows in numbers and then it diminishes in numbers. But currently there are 11 in the house.
So having 11 children still at home.
Yep.
To us sometimes it does feel a little bit quiet.
Yep.
And that, but
yep.
The day will be coming where the number goes down and down and down and down, and you'll be stuck just with me.
That's right. A big empty nest.
Oh no.
Holy heck, can you imagine it? We'll have to fill it with grandkids.
Maybe so. They can come and stay.
Yeah, they can sleep over any time.
Absolutely.
Anytime at all.
Now, we're often asked, why have we had a big family? Why 16 children?
Have we had a big family?
I don't know. Have we?
Have we?
Doesn't always feel that big.
Well, it's not been by mistake.
Yes, there is so much you can do nowadays to prevent having a big family.
That's correct.
That you do not get to 16 by accident.
No.
So
no. Otherwise, we've had a train wreck. No, it's been an enjoyable journey, and having children is just correct for us. Yep. We love them. We love every one of our kids.
Okay.
Next question.
Which is, would we encourage other people to have a big family like ours?
Well, we would encourage people to have what is right for them. If someone wants 1 or 2 children, that's great. Go and have your 1 or 2 children. If you want no children, that's also great.
Yep.
We won't judge your choices, and we would hope that people wouldn't judge the choices that we've made.
Yeah.
Because each one of our children are wanted, are looked after, are taken care of, and very, very much loved.
Very, very planned. You know, It wasn't like we purposely went about having each one. We just opened our hearts to having each baby.
Yep.
And it's been a very good choice for us.
Yep.
There's a lot of sacrifice, though, that comes with having a really big family. You know, we give up a lot of our income and our time.
Yep.
our peace and quiet.
Yep, no peace and quiet.
that goes. So there are a lot of sacrifices that come with it.
Yep.
And I think you have to put 100% effort into your children and into your family. Be very focused and very purposeful about, what you do as a family.
Yep.
If you're going to have this many children.
Yep.
So, if you wanted to have this many children, be prepared for those sacrifices, be prepared to put that effort in. If you just want to have a smaller family, that's fantastic too. I think whatever your heart is called to do is what you should follow.
Now we've had a few requests from people for us to do a house tour and put that up on our Facebook page. And Jen and I,
why won't we do that?
Yeah, why won't we do that? Okay. I think we need to do that again.
I think so.
Yeah, just stop. Just see what's. Next thing.
Okay, so we've sorted out the kids.
Yep.
Again. It's Dad's turn to come back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Right. Next question.
All right.
Some people have asked, can we do a house tour and put that up on our family Facebook page, the Bennell family?
Why we won't probably do a house tour?
That's right.
It's a matter of privacy. I think we have dealt with the media, we've dealt with being filmed quite a lot over the years, and we have found that it's okay to film in certain areas of our house, but we think it's really important for our kids to have some areas in the house that are just theirs, that's completely private. Yep. So we are very particular about where we will film and sort of invading people's space and that. So I just, you'll see very little in the bedrooms of our house and the layout of our house. And that's not because we don't want to sort of invite you into our family and have you as part of our family, but it's more about just giving privacy to the kids and letting them have their own areas. Plus they could be pretty messy.
It could be messy. Could be messy. But that might be what they want to see.
But that's it,
Yeah.
No. No, I think it's just about privacy. So most of the filming you will see just out here in the kitchen and the lounge areas or outside.
Yep.
And that, but very little will be filmed in bedrooms. We might show you some photos of what we've done. We've done some interesting things, painting and a few things like that. So we may get to show you some of those things with some photos and that at times. But as for a complete house tour of walking our front door and show you everything of where we live, probably not. Again, it's just a simple matter of having some private areas, and we respect our children's right to either, if they don't want to be filmed at the time, we don't film them. We always ask their permission to let, if I'm putting something into a clip, I will check with them to make sure it's okay with them that, that goes in there, because, I would like somebody to ask me to.
Yep.
And just because they're children doesn't mean they don't have rights. So, we're all people, we all have to respect each other. So, the same with the rooms. I think we just give them their space and the right to have their little private areas.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So the next question is, how did we cope during this pandemic and the lockdown?
Well, I went to work. And my good wife here was left at home to school our youngest 8 children at home, from grade 12 all the way down to prep. It was like she was working in her own little country school.
Yeah.
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 And she loved it.
I'm going to close the school.
She loved it.
No, I did not.
No, it was a lot of hard work.
It really was. I think,
work.
I've always had a great appreciation for our kids' teachers and our schools that our children attend. But wow, this just shot it through the roof. This is a whole other level. The amount of time that it took for so many different grades was exhausting, and I just, if I didn't know beforehand, I certainly know now that this mama is not cut out to be a homeschooling mum. it's not something I would do it if I had to. Like if everything locked down again, I would do what I have to do. But would I embrace this and make a life change out of this experience? No. I'm happy to admit that I didn't really enjoy it all that much. So
send the kids to school.
Yes.
Okay. Our kids enjoy going to school, and they enjoy being with their friends and interacting with other children.
Yeah. I think they have really great relationships with their friends and their teachers. So, you know, happy to send them.
Yep.
Most happy to send them. I think I was just as happy as the kids when they finally said, yep, school can go back. We were like, yes, that's great. Let's get them back and learning again and get them back into some sort of routine. It was, but you know, I know a lot of women now have decided that they want to homeschool their children. And I think it's been a really big, you know, change for a lot of people.
Yep.
And I think that's amazing that we've been given that opportunity to take something good, I guess, from something that hasn't been a great year. This hasn't been a fun time during this pandemic. And I think to be able to have that opportunity to experience homeschooling and then to make that decision to stay at home with your kids, I think that's that's been a good thing for a lot of folks. So just wasn't for me. Just
everyone make their own individual choice.
Yeah.
What's right for you is right for you.
And what's right for us
is right for us.
That's it. So yes, during the lockdown, it also, I guess there was added pressures of making sure we had enough supplies in our house, enough food, enough household items, and that spending time together was never a problem for us. I mean, we're used to having a lot of people here in close quarters and, you know, finding things to occupy us. So, you know, that part of the pandemic lockdown, you know, wasn't a big deal to us. The kids still got out and exercised, and you would take them bike rides.
Up to the park.
And then back home again. But I think we're all still doing okay here in Queensland. We've just opened borders up again. So are there any active cases in Queensland at the moment? I'm not sure. There is a bit of an outbreak down south in Victoria, but hopefully that won't spread any further than where it is. So up here in Queensland, it's we're doing pretty good at the moment. So we'll see where that goes this year. Who knows what's going to happen in the rest of this year? It's been upside down, hasn't it? It's been
certainly has
quite a lot to deal with. So, all right, another question: where do we live? That's easy. We live in Toowoomba in Queensland, sunny Queensland here in Australia. Toowoomba is on the top of the Great Dividing Range, so essentially we're on a mountain area. It's a big city, beautiful family orientated city, so we love it here. Okay, so you're going to love this. There was a comment that said, and this is clearly from somebody overseas, that said the dad is Australian. We can tell from his accent. But where is the mum from?
Wow. She's from Australia. Born and bred here.
I am definitely 100% Australian. So
raised about 5 minutes from where we live now.
I know, born and raised here in this town.
In this town.
So I don't think my accent's any different from anybody else around here, but somebody obviously thinks so. So no, I am 100% born and raised
Australia.
Aussie.
Absolutely.
That's it. We're Aussie.
I'll guarantee it.
Aussie and proud.
Yes, very proud.
This is a great country.
And a great town we live in.
Yeah, it's really good. So
correct.
Yeah. Okay, so last question for now, I think, because I think the kids want to come back inside
the house.
for a little while. So, people would like to know what religion we are. So we're definitely believers.
Yes.
You were born and raised
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Yep.
I am born and raised Catholic.
Yep.
Our children are born and raised Catholic.
Yep.
We go to church. We're part of that parish, that community. So our goal, I guess, for our children is to give them a firm foundation for their faith, And then from there, I think we both agree on this, is that we want to see them just have a really solid relationship with Jesus. I mean, that's the goal for our kids. Just really important, I guess, because we've had more life experience, we can share what our faith, what it's done in our lives, so we can share that with our kids. And then from there, as they're growing and experiencing life, and they're getting their own wisdom and experience, they can then decide where their belief goes, how that fits into their life. I mean, for me personally, my faith is the most important part of my being here. And I would hope that our children, find that in their lives. So we give them the basis and the foundation, and then they get to work on their own journeys individually as well within their within what we've shown them. So yeah, so very much just a house of openness and faith, and we talk Jesus, we live Jesus. We our kids know that if they have questions, they can come and talk with us. We pray. It's very much part of who we are. But for our children, we're okay with them just finding their own place in faith.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. You can't force them to believe.
No.
You have to allow them to grow and believe.
Yeah. And life has a way of sort of moving you along that path so that you can have that relationship with God. Yep. So yeah, it's very important.
It is.
So okay, so I hope that's answered a few of your questions. We've enjoyed answering those for you. If you have more questions for us, pop them in the comments below, and down the track we might do another Q&A for you.
Absolutely.
It's been fun.
It is.
It has. It's quiet.
It is
But
quiet.
I think the kids do want to come back inside, so we're going to wrap this up now. We'd love to have you stay with us here on our channel, so we'd like you to subscribe if you can, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. God bless.